Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creatively on Sunday the 26th of February 2023 with FLOSSTUBE number 165. Welcome back to my weekly YouTube installment about counted cross stitch and mostly counted cross stitch. Apologies for the dishwasher if you can hear it in the background. Sterilising jars so I can jar and water bath can plum sauce and tomato, capsicum, bell pepper relish that I made last night. I just need to sterilise my jars, get them canned up, and then I'll can them. So jar them, bottle them, preserve them, all the terminology across the countries. Yeah, so I'm quite excited. I love plum sauce and I haven't had any for ages, so I reckon I'm gonna make, it's quite a lot of plum sauce, not so much relish, but I only had 2 kgs, what's that, 4 pounds of tomatoes, so exciting though. Probably enough just for me. Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. I'm so excited about my preserves. Work's been pretty busy. I'm on, kind of have 3 projects and a finger in business as usual stuff, and the projects don't always align from a what needs my attention perspective, so sometimes I'm a bit torn between 2 deliverables that are needed at the same time for 2 different projects, which is a little bit frustrating. The timing couldn't have been done a bit better, but you know, it's fine. Just have to pick the thing and do it. But yeah, I think I'm on 1 project in initiation, 1 project in startup, and 1 project in close down, and then yeah, BAU stuff that I'm trying to get out of. But there are some resourcing constraints, as in the people who need to take over from those activities either have only just started or have been off sick or not freed up from their other jobs. So you know, that is how it is. Quick update on Dad, nothing exciting. He's feeling a bit worn out, kind of as usual. When I rang him yesterday, I think he was in bed. It was like 10:30 in the morning, so I guess he's just feeling a bit low energy. Not ruling out that he didn't do too much the day before, you know, like around the house, but oh well. Just if he has to rest up, so Dad, work, quiet week last week socially, not a bad thing considering the week before was just ridiculous. I didn't stitch every night though. I think by the time I got home, a couple of nights from work was a bit late, you know, working in the office and commuting, and then even like last night I just went to bed. I think Judy from, I've got to get the name right, an Aussie in a Kiwi world, had set up a bit of a video chat with a few of us, like New Zealand, not really New Zealanders, on her Facebook group I think. And I kind of tentatively said I might go, but I just went to bed. I was just feeling tired. Speaking of tired, I do feel a lot better. I have had 3 days, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, with no hot flushes, which has been amazing. And also I've managed those evenings, so Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, to get at least 6-7 hours unbroken sleep, which again is amazing. So looking promising for the old HRT, which has now been 3 weeks on patches, and getting sleep. Did I say it already? Amazing. So yeah, as I said, looking promising that reduced power surges and some sleep makes all the difference when it comes to my temperament and my general feeling of health and well-being. So yeah, that'll be really good if that is gonna continue. I have a little bit of haul to show you. I haven't bought anything, like I haven't bought any charts or anything, but I do have some, basically my haul, my monthly package from Country Stitch, my Rainbow Club, and a couple of other bits of fabric and some threads, and my silks for you. I only have one project to show you this week. I went monogamous, but yeah, I'll show you the shiny new things, and then I will show you my project, and then I will do my giveaway from last week. Okay, what came in from Country Stitch? I basically am just buying fabrics for specific projects at the moment, and I think I'm near the end of my list that I sent through to Catherine to, you know, divvy out over several months. So I may actually take a break from it after next month. I think that might be my last pre-ordered piece of fabric, and I do have quite a lot, so I might take a break for a few months. We'll see. And that I don't have any specific projects to order fabric for, and I'm a bit loath to just have fat quarters randomly in my stash. So fat quarter in 28 count Lugana, Shepherd's Delight. Looks like this. Not sure which is the right way. So it has, yeah, the pinky sun set. I suppose if it's Shepherd's Delight, it'll be sunset, you know, red sky in the morning, shepherd's morning. And then on this lovely blue. So that's quite a different kind of fabric for me. I don't tend to go multicolored. However, I intend to stitch It Takes a Village, the original It Takes a Village from Carolyn Manny's design. Doing all of this collection on 28 count Lugana. And while the fabric's quite different, this does have that kind of pinky purpley blue kind of hue. So I figured this would be a pretty good fabric to use for that. So again, no plans to start it, but I bought the fabric for it. So I also got fabric for a couple of the Stitching Spell Fractor birds that I have charts for. And the first bit is I guess a fat eighth of bourbon in 40 count. So the other fractor that I'm doing is on 40 count. That's the colour there. And this will be for Fractor 15, and you may recall a few months ago I asked people to suggest some names to name my fractor, and there was a bunch of fractors, so I picked a whole lot of names, and then I had a whole lot of names left over, so I've named Fernando and Philomena. So when I stitch these, I've already given them fabulous vintage names. Yeah, so that'll be on bourbon, and I'll probably use the call for GMC, or at least close to the call for GMC, because I might need to go slightly darker. Some of those colours are a bit peachy maybe on this fabric, because this fabric looks quite peach, but well, this mock-up. So we'll see. We'll do a floss toss when we start it, and probably tweak colours to make sure that I'm happy with them. And then I also got a fat eighth in Caramel, also by Country Stitch. So nice. 40 count. I think I got better. Maybe not. Maybe this is for a different project, because this is 35 count. I think that the Caramel is actually for a different project. I've mistakenly said it was for this. Maurice will be stitched on Sahara, but I don't have that yet. So 40 count Sahara will be Maurice. So ignore this. This fabric's not for this. It'll be for when I get it. It'll be for Maurice. I've obviously named him Maurice, but yeah, not for this. This is 35 count Caramel, which I can't remember what it's for, but I've just pulled the wrong project because I'm a munter. And then I also got a skein of water lilies. This is just going in for one of the Drawn Thread Gardens. I think it's the Autumn Garden, which I'll slowly kit up autumn next. And it's, I do have some marigold left over from another project, but it's not enough. And it's such a beautiful colour anyway. So yeah, it's just Karen water lilies, marigold. I think it's the only Karen water lilies in all four of those the winter seasonal gardens samplers from Drawn Thread. So I just got that because I can get that through Catherine, and I still need to buy a bunch of silks for that, but no hurry, I'll just get them slowly. So that's my wee haul from Country Stitch. And then I also got my silks for you. I am only getting the silks of the month at the moment, and the colours are really pretty. So these are the 5 custom dyes for the club each month. So 5 10-metre skeins that they are not colours that are sold in their collection. Aren't they beautiful? I don't typically go goo goo gaga over pastels, but this little selection of soft colours is beautiful. So yeah, I think they are stunning, just stunning. So yeah, they're just numbered 1 through 5. They must be January, yeah, January 23. So that's very nice. That's pretty much everything that's come in. Got a couple of things coming in the mail from Ribbon Rose. They should be here next for you to see next week. Just I wanted a couple of threads, so of course then some fabric and a Blackbird design book fell into my cart as well. Why not? So I've got one WIP this week, as I said before. I just ended up stitching monogamously on this. Very close to a finish. I think I might try and finish it this week. Panoply of Peacocks by Tempting Tangles Designs, that I am stitching on 40 count Silver Fern linen from Country Stitch using my own silk conversion, and I'm stitching quite randomly, so the silk, the colour placement isn't following the chart at all. I ended up going quite off-piste. Gosh, this has been just on a year, just over a year. This was start number 6 of 50 last year, and my 50 at 50, and I'm at 91 point something %. And I've just really got to finish that big corner motif. I've started there, and there's a couple of twiddly bits that basically once that motif is finished, there is only a couple of peas to stitch, and I think one down here maybe, if I haven't done that one already, and a couple little purple things up here. That's pretty much it. So yeah, this is the majority of it. So I'm pretty confident I can finish this tonight actually, so I might just keep stitching on this evening, get it finished. I wasn't trying for a finish, and then once you get to 90% you're like, well, keep going. So yeah, it's all over the show. It doesn't match the colours at all. The bottom started off sort of matching where the colours went, but I'm really happy with it. Just trying to balance some of the colour a little, yeah, in my opinion, a little bit better than how it's laid out on the design. I don't know. I think, oh, I didn't show you what I did since last time. Essentially since last time you saw it, I got all this big blue one done, a few little peas around the place. I think that, I feel like I did something purple. I think that little purple one is new. Yeah, that big blue one, that little purple one, and a few peas, and then started on this one. So I was at 70% or 75%. I think I might have been at 70 point something %. I don't know, doesn't really matter. I'm nearly finished, so that'll be quite exciting. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that's got my attention this week. I feel like I stitched on something else, but I didn't. I sort of have a place where when I as anything that's going to be for my video gets sort of put into a basket. So when I've stitched on a project, I put it back in its bag. I update the notes app on my phone that I put into the description, my doobly-doo for my video. So I have a notes app and I just update, copy last. I have all my WIPs on there, so I copy it up to whether it's a WIP or a finish or a start or whatever. And then I put the project into the basket, and then if I get any haul come in, it goes into the basket, and if I've got anything I want to show you, it goes into the basket, so that when I come to do my video, like everything that's in my basket, most of the time, sometimes I get cock that up, but Anyway, there's nothing in the basket, so I think that I just picked that up. Yeah, I don't, in my head I searched something else, but I looked through the list and I'm like, no, so I don't know, maybe I'm going a bit nuts. Or maybe it's evidence that I'm already a bit nuts. So yeah, sometimes I stitch on one project, but I'm quite looking forward to getting that finished. And then I think once I get that finished, I will pick another, I'll probably start something. So I might have a new start for you next week, because once I've finished this, I might pull another silk project out of my box. There are a couple of silk samplers that I am keen to stitch, but I didn't want to have, I want to reduce my WIPs, but also want to stitch things I've got in my box. So yeah, I've got a couple of samplers and I need to decide which one I might stitch. Yeah, I've got a couple in mind and I haven't decided which one, so one of them. I did have notes somewhere. Where are my notes? Okay, I needed to find my notes for my winner. I did the random YouTube picker thingy earlier because I use my phone. I can't really do it live. I could grab my tablet, but I seem to always have problems on my tablet doing the random YouTube comic picker thingy. It doesn't do it. It doesn't always let me get the comments. I don't know whether there's an issue with the app on that, the website on that device or not. Anyway, I used my phone earlier and I took a screenshot of it. So last week I had a finish, a start and a finish. The birdhouse garden from the art needle arts. That's not what it's called. From the Heart Needle Arts by Wendy. And so I decided to give the little chart away. So anyone who put the word birdhouse in their comment, which there were 15 of you, so pretty good odds. And the winner, Donna Bennett. Congratulations, Donna. I will comment on your comment and yeah, flick me an email to my Gmail address, which is in the doobly-doo, and send me your address and I will get that in the mail to you. I know you're in New Zealand because we commented about the earthquakes. Your husband had felt his first earthquake, I think it was. So that's nice to get that away to you. Yes, so dishwasher's still going. It's great. I can't remember what I was going to say. I think that's it. So thanks for coming along. Another short video. I'm still meaning to do that stitch with me. It's just time to sit down. I sit down and stitch, but it's a different kind of stitching when I'm mindlessly watching telly than it is to I don't know, it's just a different kind of stitching because I need to be a bit more conscious of how I hold my fabric so you can see what I'm doing and talk about stitching windows and houses and things. So I'll sort that out. I'll get around to it. Yeah, so next week I might have a new start. I might have a new silk sampler if I get that other one. I will get that other one finished. I'll get it finished tonight. It's nearly there. And other than that, not sure what else next week will bring. Again, appreciate you coming along and thank you for your comments. If you haven't, then please subscribe. Please like the video. It does help other people see it. Oh, I did mean to say thanks to Alex. I don't know if I've shouted Alex out actually. Chasing Alex on YouTube. She did a couple of videos last week. She's another New Zealander, a lovely multi-craft. No, I've said the word multi-crafter before, I'm pretty sure. Lovely multi-crafter from the Waikato, teacher, mother, stitcher, quilter, all sorts of amazing needle arts come out of her house. Anyway, she did a couple of videos last week, I think it was. She had a special haul one because she had a large haul come in. It was quite fun watching that. And as well as her usual YouTube, and it seems that I'm quite the enabler. I got mentioned a few times as being an enabler of some of her purchases, which was quite fun because I don't know, I don't buy that much, but I guess I show a lot, like because I have bought a lot. I just don't tend to buy a lot at once. That might be a relative thing. Given I just showed you 3 pieces of fabric and some floss. Anyway, thanks Alex, it was quite fun and I'm quite pleased. I think the feeling's mutual because I'm so close to buying some of those pair kits, except I'm like, I just don't need them. I don't need another craft, but they're embroidered, embellished, felt 3D pairs from a New Zealand store who I can't remember what it's called. If I remember, I'll pop it in here. They're beautiful. I just don't need another hobby. Resist. And another thing to finish when I've got a whole heap of stuff to finish. Okay, I'm gonna go. Take care. If I enjoy your stitching, all the details of all the projects are in the doobly-doo. And as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.